Taurus, welcome to your July 2023 monthly reading here. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight in and take a look and see what's coming up for you in the month of July. It's very interesting. During the pre-shuffle, I was getting sort of this energy of learning or kind of diving into deeper things in the month of July. And you could be doing this right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in here. Taurus, let's take a look. All right. Some of you could definitely be experiencing some sort of separation, as I'm already picking up here with that Three of Swords and the Lovers. Now, these are general readings, so feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus sign. You can check your other placements. You know, I think you're starting to... Well, let's pull the rest of these cards, because... Yeah, let's pull the rest of these cards. Let's pull the rest of these cards, Taurus. I feel like there's a lot of sacrifices here that you're, or that is required of you here. And the one challenging thing that I see here for you is like, you're evolving, and I think you're going through a process of, trial and error. You could definitely be in some sort of newer experience, or it feels like some sort of newer experience in your life at this time. And I feel like you're realizing it's like you have to sort of like give up like your own personal, not all of your personal needs, but it's almost as if it's like other people may be of significance, or they may be more important at this time. And so you're really having to like self-sacrifice, and you're having to sort of cater to other people at this time. And, it's not to say that you're totally neglecting yourself, but I do get a very strong energy of you being of service to others with the Seven of Swords. And I'm going to talk about the Seven of Swords, because I already know people are like, no, that's the cheating lying card. It's like, God, give me a moment. And you have the Three of Wands here in your outcome. So I feel like overall this is helping you evolve. And that's what I was getting during the pre-shuffle. Like I was saying, like there was something about wisdom and like a deeper sense of understanding and learning. And the reason why, or what came out during the pre-shuffle, was the ancient Sphinx, and it said wisdom. So, but this whole situation is like requiring growth from you, and it can be very challenging, because you may feel that in order for you to sort of, well, I'm actually just going to go through this read, but I do feel like overall there's like there's so much growth for you in the month of July. It's going to be quite interesting when you're able to look back and see like, wow, like those challenges, those hurdles, those sort of limitations that I felt, or the restrictions that I felt, were actually challenging me to evolve, to be better, to become better. And yeah, let's pull your Oracle cards, and then we're going to jump in. So you have this galactic mushroom, the divine matrix here. Everything is connected, right? And I feel like you're understanding that there's a bigger purpose that's at play in your life at this time. And it's like your role in the bigger scheme of things is really being emphasized. I can't wait to dive into this. This is an exciting read. You have this Chiron card. It says heal. Some of you can actually be healers here. Now let's jump into your reading, because the overall energy here for you for the month is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords, yes, it is a heartbreak card, but sometimes the other side of this card is like, it's like seeing the injustices or the harsh reality of certain situations in life, and you can empathize with people, and it's like you truly want to make a difference in the world because of the things that you're seeing that you don't like, right? And maybe you've been through those experiences yourself. So, and you could be a healer for people with this Three of Swords, or you could be going through a process of healing, and maybe you're having to sort of rely upon other people to help you, right? Because sometimes in life we think we can do it all by ourselves all the time, right? I can do it by myself. I don't need nobody. Taurus, you're a fixed sign. I'm a Leo. I'm a fixed sign. We can be very stubborn and stuck in our ways, and sometimes it's like we have to sort of give up certain things, or we have to, rely upon others, when usually we just like to rely upon ourselves, right? So with that Three of Swords being here, don't freak out like, oh, it's going to be a horrible month. Oh my God. The Three of Swords is just like, no, you're seeing the injustices in the world, or just whatever the case might be, and you're wanting to make a difference in the world, right? Because one of the stories with the Three of Swords is actually the story of, I think it's Gandhi, but I could be wrong. I think it's Gandhi. I can't remember right now. But the Nine of Cups is your current energy, so there's a lot of good in your life at this time. Whether you're aware of it, you're not aware of it. I think you're highly aware of it. Nine of Cups is when you're satisfied, right? Maybe you're not totally satisfied, but you're in a position here to where it's like life is not that bad. Life is pretty good, and you have enough energy, and you have enough energy in all your cups, and to be able to help other people. Does that make sense? Because I feel I get here that you've gone through a process of healing, right? Or you could be going through that process, but it's more so, to me, it's like a lot of you guys are like really actual like healers. And I think your contribution to the world is very significant, and all of our contribution to the world is very significant. And this is kind of like a deep philosophical reading, but we're going to go there because that's the energy that wants to be channeled. So if you're not resonating, then click off the video. It's just not your video, right? The world don't revolve around you. So the Lovers here in your challenge is like, you want things to be, you want to do the right thing, right? You want to do the right thing. And for some of you, this could be in regards to your interpersonal relationships with the Lovers. Maybe there's some things here that you're trying to fix, and there's things here that you're having to work out, but it doesn't really seem like it's on like a major scale. It more so seems to me that it's like you're realizing like the world is your mirror, in essence. It's like, how do I explain this? This is such a difficult sort of interpretation of a reading. But I do get, though, it's as if you want to make the world a better place. I don't think this is a very specific reading. And it's like you want to do something that has purpose, that has a strong purpose, that actually, like I said, makes the world better. Whether that's healing people, or being a healer, or being a guide for other people. But there's definitely some challenges that I'm seeing here, because in the future position you do have the Five of Wands, and it could be very difficult, right, when you're trying to help people, or when you actually need help, right? There's a clash of personalities with the Five of Wands. There's a clash of egos, and sometimes we have to like sort out differences. Sometimes we have to sort of work through the kinks to be able to resolve certain issues. But I do feel like they will be resolved. Like, this will be the month that you'll be resolving things here. But the Five of Wands is like, yes, you're being tested, your character's being tested, but it's ultimately for your highest good. It's ultimately for your growth here. I don't think this reading is going to be for every Taurus, but this is an important message that I feel that wants to come out. So whoever needs it. But we're going to clarify, of course, so let's just keep this rolling. Seven of Swords is your advice here, or how you get through your challenge. Think about it. The Lovers deals with our interconnectedness to each other, and the union of energies, and how we all sort of connect, and we're all part of this divine plan, or the divine matrix, right? That's kind of the Lovers. And your advice and how you get through your challenge with this is being of service to others, right? And hear me out, because here you go. I can already no, that means Seven of Swords means cheating, lying, stealing. Like, that's not a good card. Yes, but there's also a total other meaning to this. It's actually Moon in Aquarius. It's like getting involved with the world, and getting involved with other people, and being of service to others. Actually having the humility and the self-sacrifice to be able to let go of your own needs and actually help other people that are in need, right? Sometimes we're always stuck in our own misery. Why don't we get out into the world and actually do things for other people? That'll give you a boost to happiness. Every time you help somebody, it always feels good. So the Seven of Swords is basically telling you here, like, in order for you to get what it is that you want, in order for you to make the world a better place, in order for you to create the reality that you want to create, it's going to come through humility, self-sacrifice, and really doing what's best for other people. And I think that's something to take a look at here, Taurus. And also the Seven of Swords is strategies and tactics, right? That's why the shadow of this card is manipulation and lying and stuff like that. So the Seven of Swords is strategies and tactics. Like if you have a strong message in life, or if you are wanting to be a healer, or whatever the case might be, it's like you're going to have to learn how to communicate that message in a very articulate, in a very relatable way so other people can understand. So Six of Swords is in the position of something that you're unaware of here. You're going to have to think outside the box a little bit here. You're going to have to try newer things in order for you to continue the progression of your work or wherever it is that you're trying to head toward at this time. Because it's also an Aquarian card. It's Mercury in Aquarius. And it's right beside the Seven of Swords. And it goes 6, 7 swords. So figuring out what others need, figuring out what you need, but also understanding other people's needs, and being flexible. This is very specific. I don't think this is I really don't think this is going to resonate with a lot of you out there, but oh well. You have see with your heart, the time is now to hear the messages here. There we go. So it's kind of like facing the music of a situation. Trusting yourself, trusting other people. Something also about trust here. Let's see what the symbolisms are. You have the sun and it says vitality. So the soul, baby. Healing the soul. And others of you are really powerful healers. And the sun is the representation of God itself, right? And our connection, and how we're all connected. So, and this is this right here is linking to each other, the sun and the Three of Wands. So we'll see what that is. Let's actually clarify. The sun square my Saturn, so that's why I kind of have a serious demeanor, okay? It's not fun when sun square your fucking Saturn, all right? So don't take it personal. I can't always be a happy robot. I'm human. Believe it or not. Clarify the Three of Swords. King of Pentacles. Sacrifices in regards to work. Also, this is the overall energies around your stability in your career and your resources, I would say. Fool card, Nine of Cups. I feel like you're ready for these changes. I feel like you're open to the possibilities, and Nine of Cups and the Fool card is like you're like, you know what? I'm ready. Whatever comes my way, I'll adjust to. I'll adapt to, and I think it's really going to require some humility, and maybe a lot of self-sacrifices. But I think it's ultimately for the highest good. Nine of Wands and the Lovers. Yeah, you're not used to whatever this is. I feel the challenge. It's like you're trying to get used to it. You're trying to understand others. You're trying to understand yourself, and you're trying to just ultimately figure out what's going to be the best thing for you. Clarify the Five of Wands. The Hermit. Soul growth. I knew it. The Hermit's also the guide, right? Also, he is the guide of the deck. And sometimes when you're either in a process of learning You're going to be challenged. Your ego is going to be challenged. Your ego is just your awareness. Your sense of awareness is going to be challenged. But if you can have some humility, if you can be open and eclectic to other people's ideas and stuff like that, then you'll obtain that deeper sense of understanding. And I see here as well that for the ones that, I also feel like you're a guide here as well for other people. Like maybe you're in some type of leadership position, or maybe people rely on you. And that Hermit with the Five of Wands is so when it's like when you have that deep, profound sense of wisdom that you're trying to share with other people, and some people don't really try to understand. So I think it's just patience is what you're going to need. Six of Wands and the Six of Swords is in the position of something that you're unaware of now. Some of you definitely have like another very strong fixed placement. I would say that taking what it is that you already know and being open to other people's ideas and opinions and suggestions, and figuring out what ultimately is the best decision. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I think it's being of service to others. I think you have a lot to give. I think a lot of people I think there's a lot of people that like who you are. Sometimes I feel like your own pride could maybe get in your way, Taurus. But I feel like if you're able, like I said, to have some humility, I think there's a lot of success on the horizon. Clarify this Three of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and your outcome for the month. It's like there's a lot of progression, a lot of movement forward. And I also feel that there's still some changes here that you're still having to get used to. But at the end of the day, it's like overall, it's like you're really going through this intense period of like growth and sort of like a shift in the way you usually do things. And it's quite difficult in nature, but I think it's required, especially for like your overall evolution and growth. This is a very deep philosophical sort of esoteric reading. So that's what I got for you for this month, Taurus. Definitely not your typical Taurus reading, but I mean, it kind of does make sense a little bit. But yeah, so I'm going to leave your reading right here, Taurus. I'm wishing you the best. And yeah, if this video resonated with you, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below. Any question that you have, I'll answer. If you want to know all the details, just click the link that's in the description. It'll take you to the website. It'll break it all down for you. And yeah, you can book a reading. But otherwise than that, I will talk to y'all later.